And so I want to ask you, where are you not putting yourself first? Where are you accepting sloppy seconds? But I learned a really powerful lesson today. That it's time for me to put myself first, that I matter, that it's important for me to treat myself like somebody I love. Because if I don't treat myself like somebody I love, who's going to do it for me? Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Worthy Podcast with me, Sandra Chuma. Now, before we get started, I have to tell you that I hesitated about sharing what I'm going to share in this podcast episode because, quite honestly, it doesn't make me look good. But what I decided is that I could park my ego because the lesson that I learned today was so powerful that I really felt I needed to share it. So I've got to give you a bit of backstory. I asked my husband to cut my hair today. Now, since COVID times, when we went into lockdown, my husband has become my unofficial barber. I used to go to a really great barber, but now I have a free barber that I don't even have to leave my house for. So I asked him to cut my hair today. And we got all set up. And as part of the setup, I have to bring a towel so that when he's done cutting my hair, he can wipe my head, wipe the hairs off my face, and check that he hasn't missed any spots. Now, here's where the story starts. So he cuts my hair, and then he says to me, "Oh, where's the towel?" And I hand him a towel. And he says, "Oh, but that towel has been used." And I was like, yeah, I just fished it out of the laundry basket because, it's going to get dirty anyway. So I didn't really need to use a brand new towel. And he looked at me and he said something that in the moment stung. But when I reflected on it, I realized how powerful it was. He said, "So you don't think you're worth a clean towel?" And I had to pause and reflect on that. Now, listen, I could have made an argument about, well, I'm doing my part for the environment and I'm reusing things, but that wasn't the truth of the matter. I didn't fish that out of the laundry basket. I didn't fish that towel out of the laundry basket because I was thinking about the environment. I fished that towel out of the laundry basket because, well, to be quite honest, that's as much as I thought of myself in that moment. That I didn't deserve a nice, clean, white, crisp towel that smelled fresh to wipe the hairs off my face. And that question that he asked me really led me to question so many other things. Where else in my life am I accepting sloppy seconds? Where else in my life am I not doing the best for me? Where I'm okay with substandard? And it made me think about some of the other things that I do. For example, like not using the nice plates because we save those for our guests, or not using the nice perfume and saving it for special occasions, or the special face creams because, well, that's for special occasions. And it made me question, when is that special occasion? Is every day not a special occasion? Do I not deserve a clean, crisp, white towel fresh out of the dryer? And I want to challenge you on that. I want to ask you to ask yourself that question. Where are you compromising? Where are you lowering your standards when it comes to you? Because I can guarantee if I'd been cutting somebody else's hair, he'd been cutting somebody else's hair, I wouldn't have offered a dirty towel. And so I want to ask you, where are you not putting yourself first? Where are you accepting sloppy seconds? Where are you as well not keeping your word to yourself? Because all too often, one of the things that most of us find is that it's so easy for us to keep our word to other people. It's so easy for us to honor other people and to treat other people with love and respect and kindness. But it's not as easy for us to do it for ourselves. So I wanted to share that story with you, which, yes, does not make me look good, because who goes and fishes a dirty towel out of the laundry basket to use on her face and wipe the hairs off her head? This girl. But I learned a really powerful lesson today. That it's time for me to put myself first, that I matter, that it's important for me to treat myself like somebody I love. Because if I don't treat myself like somebody I love, who's going to do it for me? I hope you found that message useful. And if you did, I'd love to ask you to subscribe so that you always get notified every time that I drop a new episode. And if you found it useful, I'd really be so grateful as well if you could share it with somebody else who might benefit. And as I always tell you, you are worthy. You're worthy of a clean towel, and you are worthy to be, to do, to have anything and everything your heart desires.